Hello scrapbook friends! Today I am back with a process video layout. This layout took about 45 minutes or so to complete. I am using some watercolor paints to make a bit of a frame around where my photo is going to go. I am not sure what pattern paper I am using in the background there. It's possible it's just something I had in my stash that I had pulled out to use just at some point. I really can't remember what collection it's from, or if it's from a paper pad or anything like that. I think I mount the paper on something later, and then yes, I know it's a piece of paper that I just got recently, and perhaps that's why I can't remember what collection or anything it is from. So here, instead of using my watercolor paints, I wanted something brighter, so I'm using Distress inks as a watercolor, which is possible. I'm just using them on my Fiskars stamp press because it's a slick surface. So that was the yellow that I had just used, and now I'm going to make green, the stamp press. The photo that I'm using for this layout is a picture from a wax museum in Niagara Falls, and my husband is posing with Austin Powers or Dr. Evil, I forget. But the colors in that area are very well, they're very reminiscent of the 60s there. You can see there in the background of the picture. So there are lots of bright neon, vibrant colors in the background. I'm just taking the Distress ink and brightening up that orange square because it was getting lost. Once I had the photo down, I realized that I wanted it to be brighter than it was. Now I'm trying to think of what I want to do because I don't want to add a lot of color to this, because if I add color, because of those bright colors that I used to make a frame with the paints, I was concerned that it would just be too overwhelming for the photo. So I decided to add some water paint droplets to the layout to create a flow to it, because I'm going to put the title to the right of that frame there where the photo is going to go. So I'm just creating some I guess direction for the eye to go across the page. I must apologize. I'm not sure if you'll be able to hear my cat or not, but she's very insistent that it is dinner time, and she's quite right. It's actually past her dinner time, but I wanted to get some more voiceovers filmed, and you have to supervise them while they eat. So I just dried that painted paper with my heat tool, front and back, to minimize the amount of warping. So here I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. I need somewhere to put my title down. I can't just have it floating in the middle of the page for no reason. So that paper there is a branding strip. And I'm not sure what pattern paper it came from, but it is a branding strip. And I liked it because it went very well with the colors, both in the picture and for that frame there. So I liked that. And here I'm using my American Crafts stamp roller and Distress Inks in Spiced Marmalade, I think it is. And it's the heart one. I thought about putting that Project Life card on there, but again, I thought it was too much. Just like too much color all in one spot, too much competing with the photo. So then I go through my little die cut thing that I have, and I decide that I want to color them to match the layout. And I'm not sure if I even keep them and use them on layout, or if I just do this and then not use them. They could very well still be on my desk upstairs. So I make the green color again in the background, and then I just press that tag into it to get more of a blotted effect, not so much painted on. And I like how it turned out. One thing I will say, if you're doing this, your fingers will get very inky, so perhaps let your fingers dry or wash them before handling your layout, just in case. This one I had a hard time drawing because it was so thin, like delicate there where the word was cut out. So I just had to make sure that it didn't tear. I'm not sure what I'm doing now. Oh, there's my layout back. So I still have the dilemma of where to put the title, and I have to say this isn't my favorite layout that I've done. I don't really care for this layout so much. I think if I had done it differently, perhaps I would have chosen a different background paper for it. I think that the gray color it doesn't lend itself well to the brightness of the layout. I think maybe white would have been a better choice. So I'm using these alphabet stamp set from Close to My Heart. It was a special offer type thing, and I don't think you can get it anymore. So that's where that came from. And I'm gonna have to stop my narration soon because I did this video in 2 parts and I didn't take the sound out or speed up the second part. So it's gonna go really slow soon. So hopefully I can figure out how to stop my narration and then start recording a narration where I stopped the narration, if that makes sense. So I'm just matting the photo on a piece of black cardstock to match the stamping, the letters that I stamped onto the page. And the page is called Mojo because in the background on the wall there's it's painted on that says, "What you stole my mojo." So hopefully I can get the narration to start again and work, and if not, I'll just have to start all over again. Okay, so I fixed it and everything is good, and hopefully the narration will work. I've never tried to start and stop narration before, so we'll see how it goes. So I just matted the photo with black cardstock, and here I'm just inking the edges of that background sheet, and I'm going to put the whole thing on a piece of craft cardstock. And I'm trying to fix my camera. I'm really sorry. I was trying to make it straight, and it just I don't know. I'm not sure what happened to my camera setup. I will have to revisit it. not straight for some reason, and I have to have my blue mat there angled. So I inked the edges in Prima Knotted Wood Fluid Chalk ink. I like the little size of it. It works really well for edging. So this layout is fairly simple. I didn't do a lot to it, and I had punched out a bunch of hearts, but then I lost them when I was heating the ticket and the banner piece. So I'm just using my tweezers and some Scotch Quick Dry adhesive. Well, I was using my tweezers, but they don't hold, those tweezers don't hold stuff very well. It just slides out of them. I would not recommend getting them. They're the We Are Memory Keeper ones. They're not very good. So I forgot that I had made those pieces, the two pieces, the ticket and the little word banner. So I went back and I make another one. This one I do in this pinky red color because there is red in the frame that I made for the layout, but it doesn't show up anywhere else in the layout. So I'm trying to get it more of a deeper red color because it shows up very pale at first when you first start doing it. So I'm trying to get it a bit darker. And I like that little craft label because the background is on craft and there is some black in the layout as well. So I just cut up all those pieces and I layer them up there on the side and up near the top, and I think I even add, I feel like I add a sticker or something too to each of the little clusters. I do fiddle around with this trying to decide where to put it, where I like it best, but now that I'm watching it, I like it better in the spot that it was before. Oh well. I guess that's just the way things work out sometimes. It's not that bad. This layout isn't one of my favorites, as I said, so I probably wouldn't try it again with that gray background. Anyways, I will link below to my blog and my Facebook page as always, and if you have any questions you can ask me in comments below, or on Facebook is probably easiest. So thank you for watching and have a great day. Bye!